October 9th, 2024, meeting of the Town of Southampton Conservation Board. In accordance with the Town Board's adoption of local law number 14 of 2022, board's meetings are being held both in person at Town Hall and via video conference through Zoom webinar. The link to participate in this meeting via video conference can be found on the town's website at the town clerk's agendas and meetings portal. You can also watch the live stream video and submit written comments from the public record through the town website. If you are attending via Zoom and wish to speak during this meeting, then please click the raise hand icon. As a reminder to all applicants, agents, and members of the public who wish to speak at the meeting, please state your name and hamlet of residence for the record. Thank you. I invite everyone to join us as we stand for the salute to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First on the agenda is the minutes of September 25th, 2024. What is your pleasure on their acceptance?
Motion to accept minutes as written and or amended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
But the four of us are all voting.
Yes.
We got four. Public hearings, WB 24001, Farron Farvid, and the applicant requests adjournment to December 4th, 2024.
Motion to adjourn to December 4th, 2024.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. Resolution of conditional approval, A 024000831 Morrison Residence LLC. The applicant requested postponement to October 23rd, 2024.
Motion to postpone till October 23rd.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Preliminary review of signature determination, A 023065 Gerard Perino and Ellen Perino.
Good evening, Marty Shea, Chief Environmental Analyst to the town. This application relates to an existing residentially developed lot in the private community of Shinnecock Shores in East Guam. The property has bulkheaded frontage on an interior canal. The application was made as the landlord is seeking to expand the existing home by constructing various additions. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated September 26, 2024. The project plans include a garage conversion, a second floor residential addition. There's also a first floor addition with a second floor balcony. The applicant is seeking to build a second floor deck over an existing first floor sunroom. The sanitary system is going to be upgraded. There's a conventional system that'll be changed to an IAWTS. There were various hardscape improvements that were made at the property under this ownership and the former ownership that need to be addressed by this application but can be legalized. And they include the building of a stone patio as a replacement for a former unauthorized brick patio and concrete walk. There was also a circular concreted stone patio that was built, as well as various stone paths. There's a framed outdoor shower that likewise needs to be legalized. The circular patio is the hardscape that is closest to the water. It stands at about 21 feet landward of the bulkhead. The land slopes down fairly rapidly after that to the shorefront, and that interim area is being maintained as fertilized lawn. Consistent with this board's requirements for Shinnecock Shores, I advise the applicant that we could legalize the hardscape and authorize the residential expansion. However, a covenanted, naturally vegetated wetland non-disturbance non-fertilization buffer would need to be established. As such, I forwarded a sketch to the landowner showing a 20-foot buffer, which essentially would take in the entirety of the sloping lawn going down to the water's edge. You'll notice in the southwest corner, there is an existing wood deck that appears to have been trustee permitted, so that is not an issue with regards to this application. While the landowner initially had questions about the buffer requirement, he's eager to move ahead with filing for the requisite building permits. So he has agreed to establish the naturally vegetated covenanted buffer. He's also accepted the other wetland impact mitigation recommendations. That being said, with that mitigation, the plans for the site will adhere to the standards that the board sets for Shinnecock Shores. That being said, we have enough information to render a determination on this application, and the public hearing requirement can be waived.
Excuse me 1 second, Marty. Do you know what the total square footage is with the new addition and the garage and the house as it stands now?
The report details all the square footages.
I saw 1,114 for the
second
new.
floor addition would be in excess of 1,000.
Is that the same for the first floor?
I'm sorry.
And then the garage?
There's 1,000 square feet of second floor addition. The garage, which would be converted to living area, takes in an additional 340 square feet. And the first floor addition is minor. It would take in 75 square feet. Those improvements are actually located greater than 50 feet landward of the bulkhead. And the extent of the board's wetland and permitted jurisdiction is actually 50 feet. So that being said, and because the applicant is upgrading the sanitary system to an IAOWTS, I don't have any significant concerns regarding the home.
I was just curious what the total square footage was.
Sure.
And is it out of character for the, for the neighborhood?
As
I
you
haven't
well
been
know,
down there, so I don't know.
As you well know, the character of Shinnecock Shores is changing
Yes.
dramatically. It was once a summer cottage in
Right.
the French community. It is no longer. Many of the homes, of course, need to be elevated in order to conform with FEMA requirements, and most landowners are electing to expand the size of the homes as much as is permitted by code.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Motion to waive the public hearing?
Second.
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 024027, Town of Southampton.
This is indicated as a town-sponsored project at the northerly end of North Sea Road in the hamlet of North Sea. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated October 9, 2024. The road end is characterized by an earthen and gravel ramp that leads down to the beach that provides access for pedestrians recreational vehicles. The town highway department is looking to make substantial improvements, including construction of a concrete ramp that would extend far into the beachfront, as much as 28 feet seaward of the wetland boundary. They are also looking to fortify the road end with a rock revetment, a vinyl retaining wall, and then there would also be an additional vinyl retaining wall on the west side of the planned concrete ramp. This is an application that will likely generate significant public interest. There is considerable additional information that's needed to render a determination on the application. As such, recommending that a public hearing be held, and also that board members take the opportunity to visit the site to have a better sense of both the existing site conditions and the potential impacts of this project. So there is a resolution before you to schedule a public hearing, yes.
Marty, I'm reading in your report that they're going to install 45 linear feet of westerly vinyl retaining wall without anchorage system. I'm not sure what that means.
What that means is there are no deadmen or tiebacks for that wall. There are deadmen, timber deadmen that are proposed for the secondary retaining wall that would run for 18 linear feet along the road edge and start of the proposed concrete.
That's my second question, is you have in here that they're going to use CCA timber?
They're looking to use a CCA timber deadman for the 18 linear feet of bulkhead. That's right.
Is that something that we've been inclined not to have used?
Yes.
Okay.
As you well know, generally this board, as well as the trustees, are not in favor of using CCA for the purposes of constructing bulkheads or retaining walls.
In here, I'm reading, with such an immense project, I would think it would not be a big deal for them to put a staircase going down to the beach that the residents could use. Is that something that's within our realm to suggest, or?
Yeah, if you look at the latter part of the report, I do inquire as to why the project plans have not integrated a staircase.
Oh, okay, good.
Or nor have they addressed pedestrian access or the need for this project to be ADA compliant. So that is just one of many questions and issues which I've raised in my
Okay, good. No, I didn't get to that. This is the first time I'm seeing this report, so I'm not a speed
Yeah,
reader.
you kind of got it at a late hour. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's just I'm a slow reader. All right, so
I
let's
would
go.
encourage you to read the entirety of the report and visit the site
I'll
prior
definitely.
to the hearing date.
All right, so we're going to schedule a public hearing for November 20th, 2024.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion, I'm sorry.
Second?
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby schedules the public hearing for November 20th, 2024, and that a notice of public hearing be published in the town designated as pursuant to chapter 325, section 325-8C of the town code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A 024055, Alexander, Alexis, and Maria Napik.
This is an application that relates to an existing developed property at Locust Lane in the hamlet of Noyer. The application has been filed in order to gain this board approval and a wetland permit to proceed with construction of a minor addition to the house, as well as to legalize some changes that were made to a formally permitted pool deck and patio, as well as access stairs consistent with my recommendations. The landowner is amenable to upgrading the sanitary system to an IA or WTS. There is an expansive covenanted wetland preservation area and naturally vegetated wetland non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer that extends right up to the elevated pool and pool patio area. While much of that was initially forested, the remaining disturbed ground has been mostly planted with native vegetation consistent with the requirements of the prior Conservation Board permit that was issued for this site. As the prior permit is still open, the applicants are still looking to comply with all the mitigation requirements of that permit, which also include, among others, conversion of the existing asphalt drive to a pervious drive. There are some changes in utilities that need to be addressed as well. But overall, the planned changes to the residence are somewhat minor and would again benefit by the installation of an IAOWTS. So this is an application for which we have enough information in order to make a determination as such, recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing?
Second?
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution conditional approval, Gerard Perino and Ellen Perino. Any discussion?
Did
Did you miss one?
Did I miss? Oh, I'm sorry, I did. A024, and then some more numbers when we get them. Bernice Leventhal and Sarah Thompson.
No action needs to be taken on that application as we still don't have the application.
So this is postponed to October 23rd, 2024.
The landowners have been out of the country. The application's been prepared.
So that's why there's
The
no,
landowners
therefore there's no
need to
number.
Sign off on those.
Yep, until we get a number, we can't.
We don't have to make a motion on that.
No.
Okay. So you were right.
So,
You were right to skip that, Harry. I'm sorry. Really.
so A023065, Gerard Perino and Ellen Perino. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second?
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Gerard Perino and Ellen Perino for the proposed project for the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? A024055, Alexander, Alexis, and Maria Nepic. Any discussion?
Notation?
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Alexander Napick, Alexis Napick, and Maria Napick for the proposed project for the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Wetland permit modification, CB 23042, Barbara Zand.
This application relates to a property that is being redeveloped at the far end of the private Bernard's Cove Road. The property, as seen on the aerial photograph on the screen, has considerable wetlands and frontage on Mecox Bay. this board had issued a wetlands permit to allow for home renovations and a second floor living area addition, as well as various decks. That permit was conditioned upon expansion of the pre-existing covenanted buffer and establishment of a covenanted wetland preservation area. When the application had previously been made to this board and the project plans were permitted, the landowner indicated that they could proceed with the second floor addition without demolition and reconstruction of the first floor. While in the area, doing inspections and wetland boundary delineations on proximate properties, I had noticed that virtually the entirety of the house had been demolished, and they had commenced rebuilding of the home, which ran counter to the prior conservation board permit. The house also has an attached garage, which was also demolished and is being rebuilt. That being said, the the footprint of the new home would be the same as the pre-existing home. So the footprint of the construction activities is not expanding into the surrounding restricted areas. That being said, they've also asked for a somewhat minor reconfiguration in the covenanted buffer to allow for a little bit more grassed area where there's playground equipment close to the home. The deletion of part of that buffer would be mitigated by an expansion that takes in a slightly greater area of buffer and mostly pre-existing natural vegetation. In IAOWTS has already been installed. That was previously permitted by this board. That IA is in the center of that circular drive. So although the applicant had proceeded with demolition and commencement of reconstruction of the majority of the home, because they kept with the same footprint, I don't see that that activity is going to necessarily result in new significant adverse wetland impacts. As such, recommending that the existing wetlands permit be modified in order to allow the landowner to proceed with the home reconstruction. Otherwise, all the other changes will be consistent with the original permit. An amended covenant will need to be filed, and they'll also have to revise their native revegetation plan in order to address the reconfiguration of the covenanted buffer.
Motion to issue the modification.
Second.
Resolved that a wetlands permit modification be issued to Barbara's End for the proposed project with the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you all.